PhantomStar.com, Twitter, YouTube, Podomatic, and iTunes. This is brought to you by Lou Crate and Tweaked Audio. Now it's time for the Guys Night Podcast!
Step in the theater, what do you find? So many movies, not enough time. Action, thriller, horror, comedy, even foreign documentaries. There's always something out there new to review. We try to step it up with a G and crew. Better prepare, welcome to... Step in the theater, what will you find? So many movies, not enough time. Action, horror, thriller, comedy, foreign documentaries. Welcome to Guys Night. Guys Night.
Alright, so we just got out of Fantastic Beast and Where to Find Him. Got IMDb while it's recording. Alright, cool. So we have... Who did Eddie Redmayne play? He played... Newt Scamander, also known as Stephen Hawking. Catherine Waterston, Bullseye, Colin Farrell, throwback. Ezra Miller, who is Flash, man. Come on. Dan Fogel is Jacob. He was awesome. And John Voight. Yeah, Zoe Kravitz. Oh, yeah, and Johnny Depp.
Yeah, you know.
For his little brief
Yeah,
moments.
One more franchise.
Nah. You know somebody else? Nah. Alright, so this is a prequel that takes place 70...
Not a prequel.
Alright, well, spin-off that takes place 70 years before Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. And...
You said 7 or 70?
70.
Yeah,
No,
70.
it's not 7, because...
Yeah, you're
no,
right, 70.
yeah. 70 years before Harry Potter, and Eddie Redmayne's character is... Well, he's actually on a mission. What's the name of the creature, the eagle creature? Thunderbird? He's trying to get him to Arizona, and in the course of that, bumps into Jacob's character, and I think it was 3 beasts that were on the loose. Yeah, because 2 down. Yeah, 3 in total. Along with this, you also have the subplot of the capture of... Not really... Yeah, the capture of the... They reminded me of Death Eaters, honestly. But what are the... It's, they start with its C. The... Ezra Miller's character, what he became.
Oh. I can't think of the name.
Exactly. I know it starts with the C. I'm like, oh, man, the...
Is it because the way they moved around?
Yeah, they reminded me of the Death Eaters. But, long story short, yes. So, overall, I have to say, as a film, I like this one. It was good, a nice entry. I mean, if you call it what you will, I mean, I think it's a solid entry in the Harry Potter franchise. I really... Alright, well, let me talk about the characters. Characters are nice. Jacob is probably my favorite character. Eddie Redmayne did well. I didn't like, what's-her-face? Not her sister.
The female love interest?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh.
There was 2 female love interests.
Catherine Waterston, yeah, she was just... No. She to me, it just seemed like...
I mean, other people wanted that role, too, and they didn't get it. Kate Hilton wanted...
Really?
Yeah, she wanted to do that role, but they went with her instead.
I mean, it's...
Did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I think she did a good job.
No, it's not performance, it's just her character. Just like, like... It didn't do anything. It seemed like she was a bit of a backstabber in certain situations. Like, hey, I'm going to help
like
you.
The first half of
Yeah. But
Backstabber.
don't forget, I'm going to erase your memory. Oh, you helped us? Never mind. But here, let me take you in the suitcase and expose you to the court. Oh, we're about to get executed? Damn. That sucks. Well, it's nice meeting you. I'm just like, geez, she's everywhere. Colin Farrell, spoiler alert, it's not really because she's casted as the villain, trying to play, like, literally, I had a Return of the Jedi moment when he's, like, whipping him with the electricity. I'm just like, I wonder what movie franchise they stole this from. And then Ezra Miller comes by and it's just like, no! Without the special edition edit. Overall, I think it's a solid entry. I'm not gonna lie. I think a negative. I think some of the creatures looked a little fake, even with the CG. Certain ones popped out. Like I like the scene where they're in the bar. Like the goblins look really nice, and it's an average movie. Like nothing.
I think the one that looked the most realistic, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, was the one that kept taking the shiny things. I think that one looked the most realistic, and I want that as a
I think that was one of my favorite creatures, along with the.
And that little plant thing, that was my other
I
favorite
know
one.
its name. Hold on, Pickett.
Pickett.
Because I love that relationship.
What, that look like a little walking stick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that whole entire relationship.
It
How
reminded me
there's a
of little
bond.
fruit.
The one that
Oh,
looked like
yeah.
the mall rat. That was awesome.
I'm gonna call him Rufus.
I call him a mall rat because he looks just like a mall rat.
And Eddie Redmayne will be known as Ron. There we go. But overall, an enjoyable experience. Loved it. Don't think that this franchise necessarily deserves 5 movies.
So yeah, 5 movies.
As sad as it sounds, bless you, I don't think it deserves 5, but I think if it's a standalone, it's good. As a franchise builder, not really. So with that, I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 4.
Okay. I was going to say the same thing.
Really?
2.5.
2.5 out of 4. Bless you.
My main reason, it dragged. I felt like it dragged a lot. Like there was a lot of dragging. There were some interesting points here and there. One thing that kind of annoyed me, that Newt, he kept looking down a lot. Like that kind of annoyed me after a while. Like, what are you like? Are you interested in their shoes or something? Like, he was just looking down majority of the time he was like in the film.
Well, maybe he was trying to avoid looking like directly because he didn't want to be embarrassed because the sister could read minds. So
Even when the sister wasn't there, he kept looking down a lot. Overall, I think it was a good movie. This franchise is pretty much piggybacking off of Harry Potter, of course. There were a couple of nice Easter eggs in there that I said earlier that I really enjoyed.
you can talk good.
Now I gotta remember them all.
drinking
The
that
necklace that...
Yeah.
What was his name?
Cedric, I think. Yeah.
Cedric?
The villain, right? Well,
No, the one that was actually the...
yeah, Cedric. It was like Cedric or
Cedric? He was
Credric?
wearing
What
a...
was his-
Credence, thank you.
Credence.
He was like wearing the symbol of the Deathly Hallows. There was another one. They talked about Dumbledore. I thought he was going to get like a cameo appearance in this movie. I thought he was.
It'd be nice. You know, I was actually hoping. See, maybe it's just my fan thinking, but it would have been really cool character building if instead of Cedric, it'd be nice if his name was, I don't know, Tom Riddle.
I kept thinking, like, is he related to Tom Riddle?
Exactly,
He looked
like
Tom Riddle to me.
I'm like, wouldn't that be like a better turnout? Like, oh my gosh, like you're Tom
because apparently,
Riddle.
like the movie, like the 5th movie is supposed to deal with the uprising of Voldemort.
Yeah.
So they're connecting with Voldemort some way. The person that Newt had a picture of, her last name was Lestrange. She's probably an ancestor of Beatrix Lestrange.
Is that the dude from Chamber of Secrets?
She's from Azkaban. She killed Sirius Black.
Oh yeah, I know. Voldemort's right-hand woman.
Right.
I got you.
So her last name
All
is
right.
Lestrange.
Now I know who you're talking about. Why didn't you say that? Voldemort's woman. I was just like, oh yeah.
The scarf that Newt was wearing at the end were the colors of Hufflepuff, so I'm just guessing he's probably a Hufflepuff.
Before he got expelled.
Before he got expelled. And then the ending when she was walking away from the on the port reminded you of the train station.
Yeah, definitely. Platform
that
9 and
definitely
3
reminded
quarters.
me of
Yep.
the train station.
Platform 9 and 3 quarters.
That was all the ones I could find. I think you found one that I didn't pick.
Wait, which one? Hold on. I said the Dumbledore one. Oh yeah, the monkey creature. I don't know what its name
that's
is.
right.
Is the same fabric that was used for the invisible cloak and Sorcerer's Stone. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, like, you know, little cool Easter eggs. I guess we can bump the score up to 10 points to Gryffindor. All right. So you said 2.5. Go.
Yes, that's 2.5.
I'd have to agree with not the 2.5. I'd say maybe a 3. It is a good addition into the Harry Potter wizarding world. I really don't really know what to say because I mean the CGI was a little cheesy. You know, some of the creatures are a little, laughable at some points and dull at some others. Dragged a little bit. I'm pretty sure I felt the same way with the first Harry Potter movie. You know, story dragged a little bit, then picked up near the end.
I might rewatch it.
I mean, yeah, well, this ain't gonna make me watch all 7 movies?
8.
8 movies? I'm not watching.
Yeah,
No, I'm not doing a Harry Potter marathon. I can watch it on ABC one day.
Freeform.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up. We can watch all 8 in one day. But yeah, I would have to say, not a bad movie. I mean, I thought it was enjoyable, decent popcorn film. I mean, I wouldn't say it's Eddie Redmayne's finest performance, but it did good. I'm kind of disappointed the fact that we have to have Johnny Depp in another franchise because it's like what else
He needs to return back home and go back to Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He just needs to die on Pirates and stop acting.
Yeah.
Always making another one with him in it. And one thing I did notice about the trailers, only one Warner Brothers trailer.
Which one? Oh yeah, the Kong, right?
Kong.
Yeah.
Which I think they're trying to push hard.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's trying to be like Marvel now when it comes to, we're going to have a franchise. Because Kong is actually going to be attached to the Godzilla movie that came out.
Which was pretty shocking to me because with Ezra Miller in this movie, I would have thought they would have tagged the Justice League trailer into this. But no, they didn't. So
No.
So yeah, I'm going to have to say a 3 out of 5 for me. Could be better, but we'll see in the next 4 movies if it doesn't go downhill from there.
You got to say?
I'm gonna have to give it a 1. I mean, it did drag a little bit, but at the same time, it didn't really give too much background.
You were sleeping during the movie.
It didn't really give too much background on the other child that had possessed the quality, but it was like sort of like a mystery in between where you try to have to figure it out, but it was kind of obvious once you got through the movie. It's like, okay, it's not her, it's not him, it's him. So now it's like, all right, it gets to the point where it's like, who is this guy? What's more? I want to know like more about him, like how, why. I mean, I understand he has to suppress it, but like, it's just, it wasn't that much detail on him, and it wasn't much detail on, it was just, yeah, it was just, so I'm gonna just have to give it a 1, But I can't believe they're gonna make it like how many more movies on it? 5 more movies, and they made 1 book out of the thing. They gotta have a lot of imagination on it.
Like, we're gonna literally stretch this out.
Exactly. So I was like, the never-ending story.
Like, this is only based off of the
They made
text.
3 of those. They're going to remake it.
Yes, 2.
Good. Whew. So the overall score for the Guys Night Crew is a 2 out of 4. I got scared. I was like, this thing better not get no 3.
I was trying to aim for a 2.5.
What?
Let's see here. If I was right and I was reading something, the role Eddie Redmayne was given, Matt Smith or Nicholas Hoult were auditioning for it. I think Matt Smith probably would have fit the role
Matt
a little
Smith
better.
was he was one of the doctors for Doctor Who. He auditioned to be Newt, and he didn't
Really?
get it. And I thought hey, how you doing? And I think Matt Smith, he would have been great to play
Matt Smith's
Newt.
amazing. Doesn't matter what he plays.
That's all I have to say.
Oh.
I brought it up.
Totally reminded me
I
about
like,
that.
I mean, honestly, I think if he was at Newt, it would have been great.
Yeah.
It would have.
Because he fits the role. Nicholas Hoult, not
Matt
so much
Smith is
because,
I can't see Nicholas Hoult.
the X-Men movies and that Jack and the Beanstalk crowd, I can't get that out.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Jack. Yo. That's right. He did do Jack and the Beanstalk. Damn. But yeah, overall score is a
2 out of 4.
2 out of 4.
Just saying, this is Cadillac speaking. On an unrelated note, I was curious, and I went on Pottermore to take the
Automatic?
the Sorting Hat quiz for the American campus. I'm part of the Horned Serpent House. Just saying.
Aren't those the
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the equivalent of a crap. I forgot. Slytherin.
Well, I caught the golden snitch, so 10 points to Gryffindor. Harry Potter just got 10 points to Gryffindor.
You guys take too long. I'm gonna get some giggly water.
Yeah. So until next time, this has been Jared Avery.
Cadillac.
And Bucky.
And Junior.
All right, remember, we do for the sake of the podcast. Until next time, we're out.
See ya.